What's up, Bucktooth Buckos? Oldmantup coming at you today with our post-game press conference for Week 8 against Superblaw and the Boston Red Sox. So let's get right into your questions. I apologize if I sound a little bit different today. I've been having a really bad sinus cold the past couple of days, which is why this didn't go up yesterday. It is going up Thursday. So let's get into your questions before my sinuses just completely implode and die. Okay. The Cursed Lag says, how do you feel beating a huge person in the league winning Season 2, referring to Superblaw? And I don't know if I actually said this in any videos, but I said it on Twitter a lot. For those of you who don't know, in Season 2, Superblaw and the Boston Red Sox won the finals and were the Season 2 champions. So we played a former champion this week, which we had literally yet to do to this point. So, fun. And being current winner of his divorce. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm sure that's an inside joke that I should understand but don't. But it was fantastic. I was really looking forward to playing Nick. Nick and I have battled for quite some time going into the past, so we're a little bit familiar with each other's playstyles. Much like Yo Fizz in the Atlanta Haluchas, I've known him much longer than I've known anybody else. And getting to play him in this style, in this format, and coming off with a 3-0 win was fantastic. Okay, Lagadeer says, Coach, the upcoming week you're facing Gio, who defeated you in a commanding 5-0 victory this season, which is, to date, our worst loss this season. Second worst loss overall. Our first worst loss was our first game ever against Cooper, and where we got 6-0'd. Big time. Okay, how much did you learn from this match? Did you feel confident that you understood the playstyle team enough to pull out a victory? What did I learn from this match? That underrated a few folks on my team, especially T-Tar, pulling through with those big fire blasts, and just being a beast. Fizz giving me a run for my money with regular Tyranitar. Opened up my eyes and realized I should probably bring it to this match because he gets excellent coverage against Nick's team. Especially with the Rock Polish, which I wish I would have been able to showcase more, but it did what it did in the match. Do you feel confident that you understood the playstyle team enough to plot a victory? Absolutely. I don't know if you watched the team builder, but I pretty much said everything that I prepped for was what he brought. He brought his 3 fattest Mons, being Cresselia, Skarmory, and Mega Audino. He brought Manaphy, which we prepped huge for this week, and it showed in our results. Way to go, Arcanine. And knew he was going to bring Mind Shell. If I'm not mistaken, he's brought Mind Shell to almost every match this week. And Mind Shell has just been covering up his team's weaknesses. So, got a good analysis of the team, got a good read, we pulled out a 3-0 victory. So, I mean, it showed that we were ready. Okay, Coach Tup. This is from the Ryan Plummer. Coach Tup, of your remaining games, which do you think is the most important? They're all really important from here on out, because 3 of our remaining 4 matches are all division matches. We are currently last in the division, even though we are only 2 games back. Dan A-Drive being at the top of the division, being 6-2. Yeah, because we're 2 games back. He's 6-2. Lars being 5-3, and me and Gio going into this week, I believe, are both 4-4. If I remember that right. But I have the worst differential in the division, so I need to start pulling out some victories and fix that. So if I can beat Gio and Dan and Lars and the Barusha Dawn fan, and we have the only team we beat last season to play. So that is going to be a grudge match on Pokemon's side. We play the New Orleans Pelipers, so looking forward to that rematch. But the most important, I'm going to say this coming week is the most important, because we don't, it's really going to hurt our push for the playoffs if we don't beat Gio. Okay, Delbert Woodard says, do you feel like there's any fluctuation in your battle skills? Some weeks feels like good weeks, like versus the Yankees or the Red Sox, and other weeks your battling just seems off or something. Now this is a really good point, because we are very up and down with some of our battle tactics. It's all just been based off of what we play so far. And it seems like some weeks we prep and we're right on the nose, and some weeks we prep and we are behind the 8 ball the whole time. Now, that being said, a lot of our really close matches have just been lost because of a single misplay. Let's say versus Dan, where it came down to a 1v1. My misplay with Excadrill was huge. Even my loss against Lars, being 3-0, was bad. And it was my Tyranitar misplay on that Scarf Cobalion. So, I mean, it really just me not thinking all the way through on the matches that we're losing. Okay, Spino James says, after hitting a record of 4-4, what are your feelings on making it to the playoffs as of this match? We still have a really good chance to make it. We are right behind both of the wildcard teams. I believe, I'm not 100% certain, that Pokemon and the New Orleans Pelipers and Lars are both at a 5-3 record right now. If Pokemon may be 6-2, I don't remember exactly, but I know we are chasing their coattails. So the possibility of us making it to the playoffs is very real at this point still. Okay, Dominic Mayano says, with your game against Geo coming up that could make or break your season, how do you deal with the rumor that Mega Tyranitar has been seen making out with Geo's Vaporeon, who is male? And then below that says, sorry, meant to say Gale, a person who laughs obnoxiously. Hey, what my teammates do in my team members do in their free time is perfectly acceptable, and there are no restrictions to that. But after Geo stomped us earlier this week, he took us and the team out for drinks, so it wouldn't surprise me if they got together to, you know, have some fun, apparently making out, whatever. Tyranitar would probably bite Vaporeon's face off, so I mean, that's only in my favor. But alright guys, this has been Oldmantup, and we are covering the press conference questions for Week 8. Thank you for leaving the questions, and we will catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace.